those were siege tanks there, all sieged up with those Vikings. Looks like Kyle might try and push forward. We take a look at the food count. Droobie quite a bit ahead, 90 food ahead of 79 for Kyle. And Kyle might be trying to poke forward here. Not sure if this is a great idea, as Droobie does have that one Marine there to be able to scout. Looks like a scan did go down by Kyle, moving out just a little bit. And in the meantime, Droobie sieging up, and Kyle moving in. I don't like this idea. Oh, this is a big battle. Ooh, and a stem going down for root. Droobie, oh, so much damage going to be able to take it out there. Man, that was a lot of Marines to just get lost, and these siege tanks look like they're going down as well. Droobie in a huge advantage right now. Might be able to, looks like Kyle is going to be able to win this air fight, but Droobie has so many more tanks, and Kyle really lost quite a few tanks here. If we go back to the unit counting station, still a huge SCV advantage for Droobie, able to keep up on his macro and keep those two bases going. Also, something to note, he has stim and combat shield for the Marines. If you come back here to Kyle's base, he has neither stim nor combat shield. That is a huge disadvantage. You'd expect to see stim at least by this time. Kyle trying to move out, maybe poke forward and do some damage to this, but no, the siege tank is going to deny it pretty easily. In the meantime, Droobie taking down these destructible rocks, looking like he's going to expand, and Kyle trying to expand as well. The big difference here is that this is a gold, and this is just a normal mineral field, so it's going to be pretty significant in the later stages of the game, as Droobie will have that big advantage. And Droobie doing a good job holding these Xel'Naga towers, being able to tell when things are coming at him. In the meantime, I just can't emphasize how important it is that he has stim and combat shield for all these Marines. So a Marine siege tank Viking heavy mix, which is very standard for Terran versus Terran. You want to get as many upgrades. And if we go back to his base, we actually see a +1 armor going down, as well as a +2 weapons going down. And if we look at Kyle's units, siege tank clearly doesn't have any upgrades, and neither do the infantry, which is going to be huge the longer this game goes on. Droobie setting up here, looking like he is going to deny this gold expansion to Kyle, allowing him to get up that third expansion, as he knows mining from this gold is going to be quite a bit better than mining from that regular mineral rich, than farming from that regular blue field. So if we take a look at the unit counting station, again, Droobie just so far ahead in those SCVs. He's going to just keep pulling ahead the longer this game goes on. And I think that's just a lack of concentration on Kyle's part, not being able to get out as many SCVs as he'd like. As we see here, getting supply caps, never good. Meanwhile, Kyle trying to poke forward with this army, going to be able to siege up with these siege tanks, and but Droobie doing the smart thing here, building a sensor tower. So if we switch to, Droobie cam, he knows that this force is here. He's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage, and it looks like, ooh, a drop coming in, but Kyle, with great map awareness, able to pick that off. Huge loss there for Droobie. 2 full medevacs, never something you want to lose, but these siege tanks are in range of one another, so I expect to see a scan go down here, maybe try and push this off a little bit. Again, I can't emphasize enough how important. There's the scan going down, Droobie being able to take out 1 siege tank, and Kyle having to retreat just a little bit. In the meantime, Droobie moving forward with these Marines, going to try and maybe pick off some more SCVs, try and keep that economic advantage up. As we see here, Kyle also trying to move into the back, maybe do some tank harass on this planetary fortress, which will be pretty effective, but man, that is a lot of units he's committing. As you can see, a big number of his units are back here. Kyle sieging up, going to get some vision with these Vikings and be able to take out quite a few of these SCVs as you see them going down to red. Droobie having some good reaction time. Looks like he's just going to push in with mainly siege tanks unsieged, and just going to be able to push in and take this out. In the meantime, trying to drop down those Vikings. Oh, those Vikings are so important in TvT, as you can see, just able to take down those medevacs whenever he likes. But that's not good for Droobie, losing quite a few SCVs, but the fact that he was able to keep up on his macro the whole game is really going to be affecting him here. Droobie, getting hit by this siege tank, notices it, and just pulls back. Man, great control there from Droobie. And as I noted earlier, this gold expansion is huge. We see the food difference now for Kyhol at 117 and Droobie at 137. That's going to be pretty important. And Droobie loading up into these medevacs. Looks like he's going to go for a big drop. This could be really effective as Kyhol has nothing back in his base. So it will be interesting to see how this plays out. Droobie getting a third expansion up, getting his fourth base up, and Kyhol looking like he's going to try and take out these destructible rocks, but at the same time, Droobie moving in with these medevacs. This is going to be a huge drop, and it's going to do quite a bit of damage. Kyhol noticing it now, trying to pull back. Droobie dropping in his base a few siege tanks, no, just one siege tank able to siege up here, no, two siege tanks, excuse me, sieging up and doing massive damage. Two siege tanks pop out for Kyhol, but Droobie able to take them out pretty easily. And if we look here, a +2 attack and +1 armor upgrade for Kyhol, no upgrades at all. That's going to be a big disadvantage here for Kyhol, as these Marines are going to be able to shred through any of the infantries of Kyhol, and wow, just huge damage. And at the same time, Droobie excellent micro ability and just moving up here, losing quite a few of those Marines, but taking out all of those SCVs, and there's the GG from Kyhol. So an excellent game there from Droobie, having excellent micro, dropping in the base as well as pushing forward here, and Kyhol would like to see a little bit more macro from him. That SCV count just doing quite a bit. Droobie denying that gold expansion was a pretty big deal. So yeah, once again, my name is Janitor. If you liked what you see, please subscribe. I'd love it if I got more subscriptions. And again, I would like to mention that I would love if you guys submitted me some of your games, you know, of you perhaps losing or having some trouble against a particular race, you know, whatever you're having a problem with. Submit one of those replays to me at sc2janitor@gmail.com. I will try to take a look at it. If you can, in the email, you know, include your name, the replay, your rank, and maybe some problems that you're having. And by rank, I mean, you know, what division you're in. So I would love to give you guys some help and get the community involved in this, as StarCraft has such a great community. You know, you guys doing a good job just submitting those replays, and I'd appreciate it quite a bit. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you like, and yeah, peace out.